I'm going to paint the picture for you because it needs to be painted. Even Dogcoin overtook in market cap XRP. Why? Because they need to take the XRP out of your hands for nothing. Don't be discouraged. Understand, read between the lines what they're trying to do. They're trying to take your XRP away from you on the cheap. Now, like I said, I'm either going to be hero or zero. I keep doubling down, tripling down, quadrupling down. I'm guilty as charged. I'm a repeat offender for about the last 29 times. I purchased XRP about 29 times in the last 9 years. And if you send us an email, please, we're only taking emails at QFS1776.com that have to do with business. Please. I don't have a $97 million war chest where I can hire people. Okay, you 5 guys take care of the emails. I don't have that. It's Amber and I and a couple of people that we can afford through staying alive, and that's it. And I've got everybody crazy. I got everybody overwhelmed. You don't believe me? Ask my wife. She'll tell you. It's not easy being married to Mel Carmine. I can assure you. Okay? So the bottom line is that we are absolutely at the precipice of, I believe, I'm going to go out on a limb right here, right now. Okay. Here's what I think. What I think is January 20th, Trump gets inaugurated. You heard it. A lot of people are saying, nope, they're going to invoke, and they could be right and I could be wrong because we're speculators. It's like back in the day when you were in the gold rush, back in the early 1800s, 1900s, whenever that whole thing happened. Okay. Some people said, hey, I think there's going to be some gold over there. And they were speculating. And some people went over there and got a shitload of gold. And some people said, no, it's not over there. It's over there. And they went over there and got nothing. But you made a lot of money. The guys down at the bottom of the mountains who had the brothels, the restaurants, the hotels, the picks and shovels, the horse and carriages, the horses. They even sold you the horses so you go up the mountain. Those are the guys that made a lot of money. So don't be fooled. Don't be fooled by them allowing now Cardano, who will be next in line if it hasn't already done it, to be the next in line to overtake XRP, because it's not time to serve the wine. They want your XRP on the cheap. Why would they pay you $50,000 or $10,000 or $5,000 even if they can get it for nothing? If they can get it for 50 cents because you're foolish enough to believe the bullshit story that they're painting in front of you. Oh my God. This XRP is never going to amount to nothing. Look, Dogcoin just beat it. Oh, look, Cardano just beat it. You're falling into their trap. And like I said, I might be wrong. I might be broke and destitute for maybe it's a psyop. Mel Carmine got duped. Yay! That stupid pizza guy. If I was a horse, I'd ask you to bet on me. But before we get started, folks, make sure you hit the pause button. Okay, go down below. There's a Rumble link. Go over to Rumble and follow us over there. QFS1776.com is without question the holy grail of what's to come. Okay. T-shirts. You got to get yourself decorated. This way people will ask you, what is XRP? What is the quantum financial system? What is this? What is that? And you send them where? To QFS1776.com, where they need to immerse themselves, because we're going to burn down this system down to the ground. And out of the ashes will rise the phoenix. There'll be nothing to go back to. Believe me when I tell you that. Also, our Telegram groups down below. If you want to learn what's coming and you're sort of a little scared, I understand. Believe me, I was there too at one point. And if you need more than $10,000 worth of XRP or $1 million worth of XRP, you come see me. Send me an email at QFS1776@gmail, and we'll get you as much as you want. Gold and silver. Welcome to CarminesGold.com. Don't waste not even a second looking. Cheaper prices just don't exist. How important is it for you to own gold and silver right now? What does it mean to me personally? There's an economy that's about to crash beyond what words can explain. In 5 words, I'm going to educate you on gold and silver. Are you ready? You need to own some. Simple. I'm not giving you financial advice. I didn't come here this far to lose. You feeling me? I got some notes here. Let's see if I missed anything. I think I got everything. So we got Donald Trump going on Rogan, and he says, are you talking about what's that new word that he's in love with that's better than love? Tariffs. Are you talking about maybe potentially getting rid of the taxes altogether and just doing tariffs? Yeah, maybe. Breadcrumb. 50% of the federal government gone. Folks, if you go to QFS1776.com, the holy grail of what's to come, the Bible, and you go down to number 9, which is not a video, in the video column, number 9, I love that number because it's my birthday, 999. Okay, 9963. 6 and 3 is 9, 999, right? 9 is the original document that you're going to get the audio book of when you come to the Quantum Summit. You're going to be able to download it on your phone, and you're able to listen to it in a car if you don't want to read it because you're too busy. I understand, but I want to make sure that everybody knows about Nasara Jasara, even though they're probably not going to call it that. But there are characteristics out there right now that I could go right down the line and say, hey, he just said they're going to shrink the government down by 50%. Read here where it says they're going to shrink the government down by 95%. He said, for starters, hey, 107 just said that the IRS is illegal. Hey, read it right there. Hey, look, they're talking about celestial chambers, which a lot of you guys call medbeds, or celestial chambers. Hey, it's there. It's all coming. It's all coming. Now, I want to show you, if I can, I believe it's on my other browser, so just bear with me for a second, please. All right, let me see here. I'm going to share my screen, and I'm going to blow your doors off right now. Let me share. Okay, I'm going to make sure the sound is shared, and bingo. Okay, share. Okay, watch this video and pay very close attention. Short, sweet, right to the point. This is amazing. This is how that Donald Trump is the Teflon Don. Everybody around the world, all the leaders are capitulating and genuflecting to El Capo di Tutti Capi. Let me put the volume up.
Have you seen what's happened in the last 48 hours? Donald Trump's not even president yet. Have you seen what's happened in the last 48 hours? The misogynist appoints the first ever woman to be chief of staff. The Taliban announced they want peace with America and to be taken off the terrorist list. Putin came out and said that Western civilization is not an enemy. Mexico has started securing the border in, of course, response to tariff threats. Saudi Arabia is kicking out all of their Hamas leaders. New York is cleaning up their illegal migrant crisis. Xi Jinping came out and said he wants to peacefully coexist with China and said that they respect American people. The European Union chief finally came out and said, hey, America, can we start buying LNG from you so they stop buying from Russian gas? Putin says he takes Donald Trump's plan to end the war with Ukraine very seriously, and Russia supports it. The Houthis are stepping back. The Hamas called for an immediate end to war. He's calling for term limits in from Congress so that way people like Nancy Pelosi stop being forever members. Stock markets and crypto hit all-time highs. He sent Kamala Harris and Hillary Clinton into depression. Because of all of this amazing news, white, liberal, ugly women are now refusing to have sex with men. America is in fact being made great again.
Anyway, so that's just one of them, guys. Okay, I'm going to play you a couple that are going to knock you off your chair. Here's another one. It's a few minutes. This is a few minutes longer, but it's worth watching as well.
Next marker is the Brunson case. What if the next marker is the Brunson case getting ruled by the Supreme Court? Lloyd Brunson just had to sign an NDA saying that he wouldn't take any donations or talk about the case anymore.
Lloyd Brunson was asked to sign an NDA with the Supreme Court.
What is the Brunson case? 100 members of Congress were claiming election fraud in 2020. And by law, there has to be a 10-day investigation.
Now, for those of you that don't know, Lloyd Brunson happened to just be at the Quantum Summit Part 1. And if Mel Carmine has anything to do with it, he will be at the Quantum Summit Part 2. I'm about to call him today, all right?
Investigation period into the fraud claims, and the Brunson case is calling to remove the ones that did not follow the law. This includes 385 members of Congress, Joe Biden, Mike Pence, and Kamala Harris. They went ahead and acted above the law and certified the 2020 election anyways, without the investigation. Like Phil says, fraud vitiates everything. I have a feeling the U.S. Supreme Court will rule this case randomly out of the blue overnight, out of nowhere. Just like they did Roe v. Wade. Then the deputies, sheriffs, and military will arrest the guilty ones. And look closely at the end of the Brunson case document. John and Jane Doe's 1 through 100. That means they're not telling you those names. That means those names are big. We're about to see some really big arrests. After this is ruled and the arrests are made, that means Trump is president immediately. While this is happening, or I kind of think this is happening right now while it's eerily quiet, the cabal is organizing riots just like Q Post 34 says.
Give me my word. I think that I mark my words. If he wins this nomination, this election, watch what happens. It's a danger. He's a genuine danger to American security.
QPost 34. Public riots are being organized in serious numbers in an effort to prevent the arrest and capture of more senior public officials. It's complicated, but I think these are going to be controlled false flags by the white hat military, showing you what the evil cabal had intended for us. And this is what will take out all the 17 cities, the 17 satanic cities. This is how they will take them out. And this is what's going to trigger the EBS. And the FCC made all mainstream media channels comply to the public safety document, forcing them to air all EBS. If there's an EBS, they have to show it. And if they do not comply, they go dark. And I don't think a lot of them did. And that's why Elon says, you are the news now. You are the media. Because we, the people, we will be broadcasting. We will be streaming it. We will show the world what's really going on while the mainstream media goes dark. In my opinion, the cabal-controlled cell phone companies and internet companies will not comply either. And they'll take the internet down. But this is where Elon's Starlink comes in. He tested it through the hurricane. He showed you his Starlink internet works. And it'll be free, and it'll link up to all our Q phones. Everyone has a Q phone. Everyone has the technology in their phone. QPost 1183, trust the plan. Connect. Sky event. Get ready, Patriots. We will have our country back.
Patriot Princess.
Now, I don't know if you guys know how to get in touch with Patriot Princess, but I've been trying to, like I said, it's only a 2-people operation here. Amber and I work 17, 18-hour days. But if you guys know how to reach out to her and say, Mel Carmine wants you on the show, and Mel Carmine is inviting you to come to the Quantum Summit, please reach out to her as quickly as possible. All right. This is why they hate us. We're all good looking. She's gorgeous, right? And Amber and I are not jealous people, by the way. So she's gorgeous. Mel Carmine's not too bad looking himself. And we got our head screwed on straight, and we're intelligent. They hate that. Okay. So let me go to the next video and give you guys some real hope. Well, this one is JFK. Let's see this one here first, and then I'm going to take you through. I'm actually going to have one that's really, really funny too. Let me get some volume on this one.
Equipped with plasmonic metamaterials. It was right after we'd gotten done building a hypersonic jet equipped with plasmonic metamaterials that induced cloaking capabilities on the exterior of the aircraft. It was undetectable from any surveillance, so I wanted to go where no man had gone, beyond the Antarctic terrain. We took off from the coast of South America and flew straight down until we reached Antarctica. Kept on going straight, expecting to come back up around Australia, but we didn't. It didn't wrap around the way we previously thought. We flew beyond a massive ice wall, and then we finally saw it. Massive continents, lands that weren't on any of our maps. We flew straight over these lands and saw architectural structures that changed the way I perceived physics. It was just incredible. They had an entire network of air traffic, flying vehicles, and this civilization was operating with alien-like technology. I come to the conclusion that they were our overseers, that these people operated from outside our borders and controlled our entire reality. It was right after.
This is what they don't want you to see. This is what they don't want you to know. That's why they keep you in a 3-dimensional, 2-dimensional state of mind with all the drugs and all the chemtrails and all the poison stuff that they feed you and all the bad toothpaste and all the shit that I found out about 36 years ago. And I said, you're not going to get Mel Carmine. Not only you're not going to get Mel Carmine, you're not going to feminize Mel Carmine. Because look, do I sound feminine to you? If they try to feminize Mel Carmine, they failed miserably. If they try to feminize guys like Nino Rodriguez, they failed miserably. Because we were on to their game and we started to take action to rebuttal them. To say, no, I'm not using your toothpaste. I'll buy the $14 toothpaste. The one that doesn't have the chemicals that messes with your mind. And I'm going to filter my water and I'm going to eat as organically as I possibly can. That's how we beat the system, folks. Really, really interesting. Now, I'm going to make you guys laugh because I think this is hysterical. I'm going to do one more share. This will be the final one. Then I'm going to end the show because I got to get ready for Marina Jacoby, who, by the way, is going to come to where? Marina Jacoby is going to be at the Quantum Summit as well. So here we go.
The Preschool Apprentice. Welcome back to another edition of the Preschool Apprentice. Okay, today I found out quite bigly from the teacher that I was made the line leader, okay? I'm gonna be the line leader for the whole week, okay? And last week it was Sleepy Joe, little Jojo, and the reason that he lost the line leader position was because he fell asleep. He fell asleep at the front of the line, and a lot of people went past him. He was letting everybody go past him. Tiny Timmy went past him, Timmy Tommy, and Tommy Two Shoes. They all just walked right by. And the point of the line leader is to pay attention, okay? You gotta pay attention. You can't let people cross you in line, okay? You are the line leader, leader of the Linus of the leader, Linus, Linus, I think that's what it's called. I think that's what they call it. But quite frankly, I am now the line leader, okay? And I will not fall asleep, okay? They told me, they said, Donnie, don't fall asleep. And I said, I won't. That Sleepy Joe, little Jojo, falls asleep on the way home from school. He falls asleep when he's supposed to sleep, and he falls asleep during playtime, okay? And I love playtime. I never fall asleep during playtime. Never have, and I never will. But they made me the line leader, and I think I will be the greatest line leader in the history of lines, okay? You look at the lines, they draw a line, okay? And at the end of the line, there's a picture of my tiny face, okay? And it's probably the greatest face and the greatest line you've ever seen. And you look at the lines and you say, that guy's in charge of a lot of lines, and probably the greatest line supreme leader of all time, okay? Quite frankly, I think so.
Unbelievable. I mean, look, my wife said that could be artificial intelligence. If you look at the lips moving with the sound, it is not artificial intelligence. It's real. And I'm going to say this over and over again until you guys wake up. I could just take my receiving key, and call that receiving key the Quantum Financial Systems Wallet. Create a website with some beautiful jargon, some videos to razzle and dazzle you and entertain you and make you believe that you have to put your money in the Quantum Financial Systems Wallet. Meanwhile, what you're doing, you're putting your money in the wallet of Mel Carmine if Mel Carmine was a thief. And I'm not, okay? And then what happens is once your money's in my wallet and you're begging for me to give you your money back, and a bunch of people fell into that little trap, I close down the website and I start another one. You guys are falling for some nonsense out there. And I'm trying, Amber and I are trying as hard as we can to try and keep you guys awake, but we can't do it for you. If you're not willing to watch these videos and pay attention to what we're telling you, and you get hurt. I had people call me, say, crying like they lost a kid. Mel, I just lost $35,000 worth of XRP. I thought at first it was 3,500, no, 35,000. Now, some people, because the price is still so low, if they fall into that trap, unfortunately, some very intelligent people, I happen to know, they fall into this trap. You can go back and buy some more. But what happens if you wake up tomorrow morning and the XRP is not 55 cents, it's $55? Well, you're shit out of luck, unless you're a billionaire. But if you're a billionaire, you probably won't need to invest in XRP anyway. Well, you'll probably have and you'll probably go back to running your company. You're too busy to pay attention to the scammers, right? You feeling me? Pay attention out there. And you should come early to the Quantum Summit. You should come a couple of days early. There's a lot of stuff to do. You could go to the Kennedy Space Center and watch all the bullshit technology that we haven't needed in 75 years. Razzle and dazzle your brain, entertain yourself. You could go down to the cruise ships. There's a lot of restaurants. We got some good eateries out there. Also, don't forget to come, maybe buy an overnight package from us at Staying Alive with Double E. Okay, and stay overnight and charge yourself up on March 7th, the day before the event. You're going to need your energy. Believe me, it's going to be a hell of a party, and we'll catch you guys on the next one.